start again. So monitoring is an ongoing process. If you can just think about timing, in general, in a program cycle, evaluation will probably be minimum quarterly, depending on the length of your program. But generally, because they need so much data, there's such a lengthy process to get the data. You can't get an evaluation report every month. Then you've got to pay for a full-time evaluator. Let me be very clear on this. Monitoring is easier because there's every month in that program, there's going to be stuff happening. In month one, say for instance, we take our same example of the 2,000 teachers. In month one, they're just going to recruit the teachers. In month two, they're going to identify and they're going to write the material for this camp that we're going to have on maths. That's all that's going to happen in January. In February, they're going to send out the notices and get the RSVPs and do the skills audit. In March, can you see what I'm saying? They're sending out, okay, the camp's going to happen over Easter weekend. And we've booked the venue, and we've secured the transport, and the food is there, and the accommodation is there. In April, okay, now we have the class. So monitoring is literally an ongoing process, activity-based. It involves the collection of very specific indicator-based data. So number of workshops, number of teachers, number of books, very quantitative-based. Monitoring is also, and there's a different word for it, as a process evaluation, but I'm not going to speak about the different types of evaluations right now, because they will confuse you. Let's just speak about core monitoring. So the questions typically monitoring asks is around the implementation of a project. How well was the program implemented? How have the resources been spent? So after 2 million rand for this project, in January, we've only spent 200 rand because we only sent out emails. In February, we booked the venues, so 20,000 rand was spent because we had to put down the deposits. Can you see what I'm saying? So it's literally from input to activity. It gives you a track of progress. How much does the implementation vary from site to site? So we went to the Northern Cape, and that was a slower process because the distances were greater, and there was like a sinkhole in the road, so our car fell into it, so we didn't complete the Northern Cape this month. But we were very successful in the Free State because we were able to identify a single cluster with all the, or there was a district principal that gave us a list of email addresses of all maths teachers. So Free State is done. Northern Cape, we still have a problem. So this is how it varies from site to site. Did the program deliver? No, we didn't deliver 2,000 students or 2,000 teachers. Like I said, there was a taxi strike. And then they all went on holiday and they didn't come, or the emails didn't get there, or they didn't read their emails, so, you know, stuff happens. What worked, what didn't work? One of the things that didn't work was we didn't realize we had to provide transport for the teachers, because the teachers don't have cars. They couldn't come to our camp, firstly because they didn't have money, and secondly because they didn't have cars. And then the teachers, heaven forbid, ask for stipends, S&T allowances. And our budget didn't provide for that because we're doing them a favor. So why must we pay them to come there? Okay, so this is what went wrong in our project. We didn't realize of the 2,000 teachers, only 200 will come because they've got the money to come. So if the project fails, it's because we didn't think about the financial requirements from the beneficiaries. What course correction is required? So instead of taking the 2,000 teachers to Sun City for the 3 weeks, which cost us 1.8 million, of the 2 million, we probably should have considered the Protea Hotel in Bloemfontein, Because not only is it cheaper, and we could get a better rate, but it's in the middle of the country, our transport costs would have come down, and it would have been more central. Can you see what I'm saying? So be very clear of your expectations of monitoring. It is program activity related. Don't expect a miracle. This is the only role that monitoring is supposed to play. It speaks to the mechanics of a project. Any questions around monitoring?